Page 132, the ice skaters. At the top of the page, they're showing you a typical pattern used for waltzes. This is used a lot. If you're into improvising and things, this is one of the things you need in your arsenal or your collection of stuff that you can play. Different patterns. And this is your broken chord, your C chord. So you have to accommodate that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 feel. So rather than going, we go 1, 2, 3. The 5/7 chord here, rather than the B, they're using the D. Remember, I told you could use either one. That's what they're doing. But you can sometimes use the B. Sometimes you alternate them. Don't you love it? That's just a typical chord. It's used a lot in this piece. 3/4 time. Key of C major again. Make sure you're doing this scale on C major. Right hand first. Thumb here. So it's 1, 2, 3. And play this all legato to start with. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's tied. Next line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That's tied. They have a prepare there. You're moving the hand. You got one beat to move the hand up. You look at the next line, your 5th finger on the D. Just move the hand up. Now, this is a little different because in a C major scale, we're not in a C position for a C major scale. We're a little off. That's okay, because sometimes you do. But instead of the 3rd finger, they want 4th. So just relax the thumb and put 4th on it. You ought to be able to do that. Eventually, it gets easier in time. If you're doing the scale every day with the technique I'm teaching you in that video, this comes. 4th finger. There. And at the top of page 133, you have the dotted half notes, and then you have the C and the E and the C. I'll get there, give me a moment. I would suggest you just reach up and do 2/5. Because really, that's the chord. It's a C chord with a C on top. Not using the G. Here. And then for the 2 quarter notes, 3, 2, and then for the next line it's a 1. So we talked about using different fingers on repeated notes, and this gives you good practice. Plus there's fermatas on it, so you're hanging on to these notes. They're not fast. You got time, so 3, then 2, and now you're ready for the 1. Second line, 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. And I'm rotating here. I'm not holding it still trying to use the fingers. I'm rotating. I'm transferring weight from note to note. Okay, and that works pretty well until you get to the last line. Then you're here. Again, I'm rotating. I'm just transferring weight to note to note. 1 and 2. Again. So forth. That's all. You don't have to go that fast. The idea is I'm not trying to hold it still and doing the fingers. Left hand has the broken chords. I'll come back to this light stuff they've got in there in a minute. Just play the notes. Now when you get over to page 33, second line is really, it's a block chords now. And then the 3rd measure of the second line here, it's still a G7 chord, we're just using 2 of the 4 notes. We're just using these 2. Remember I told you we could use the top and bottom note? Well, that's what we're doing. That's it. It's close enough. Last line. Down here you have a 2 and a 4, or a 4 and 2. It's a D and an F, but they both got sharp signs in front of them. So it's going to be a D sharp and an F sharp. That's all. So you come from here to here. Just each one went down a half step. And then here. So put the hands together slowly. 1, 2, 3. Let's go over to the top of page 133. The last couple measures there over the, we had the fermata. You see that here? And then the 2 quarter notes here, and then the next line. It's just block chords on the left hand, so you can focus on the right. Okay, go down to the last line. Do you hear? Like so. And then we put in the articulation. These are the staccatos, and I'll talk about these lights. In music, we have what's known as natural accents. These are accents that happen naturally. I don't know if I've talked about them here or not. You don't make them happen, you feel them. And it comes out a lot in waltzes because you feel that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. The first beat just gets a little more oomph. You're not forcing it, it just happens. And that's what these lights are for. They're just telling you, don't play them as heavy. But I'm telling you, just put in the natural accent. Feel the first beat of a measure. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's all. Then the staccatos, nice light wrist staccato. They don't have staccatos in the first measure. I don't know why. You're going to separate them anyway. You have to. They're repeated notes. But then, in my opinion, the first measure probably should be staccato also on those 2. So you're connecting the first 2 notes and then staccato. That's typical in waltzes. You're going to get that kind of articulation a lot. And even if it weren't there in the music, I'd probably still play it that way. So it's here. Now the right hand's all connected. Then you lift up the right hand at the end of a slur. Fermata, fermata, fermata. And now play this legato on the right hand. See the ba-da-bum. Nice light wrist. Just a ritardo there, I'll come back to that. So first we'll put in the articulation, then we add the dynamics. That goes to the melody. Moderately soft at the beginning, you keep the left hand soft or softer. Then you're gonna, second line, you're going to crescendo up to just a hair above moderately soft, just a little bit, don't go up very much. And in the third line, you're moderately loud. And then at the top of page 133, you're coming down. At that third measure, you're starting that moderately loud and then come down. Now you're soft, 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 soft in the right hand, very soft in the left. Now, next line's a little louder to moderately soft in the right hand, as you're still very soft in the left. Last line, now you're moderate, because at the end of the fourth line, you get a little louder, you're crescendoing. I'd keep this down to moderately soft in the left hand. You're going to retard. And then come back down to a soft, because you're going to repeat that back up to the second line. It's measure 17. See the reverse repeat sign? Go up there. You're soft up there. Now when you do repeat this, there's a note up there on repeat, the right hand is 8 VA higher, meaning you go up, the right hand goes up here to an octave here. Left hand stays where it is. So when you repeat, just lift the right hand up here. You're going to lift up for the phrase anyway, and you go up here. Well, that's tricky because when you get up higher on the keyboard, they're softer automatically. That means your left hand can overpower it. So you got to get really soft in the left hand. Listen to that right hand and make sure the left hand is really under it. So. The idea isn't to play the right hand louder. The idea is to play the right hand where you need it to be and make the left hand softer. Force it. Get really soft if you have to. So forth. Speed-wise is about where I've been doing, I think. It's a dance. It's a waltz. They're out there dancing on skates. Here. So forth, you feel it. 1, 2, 3. That's how it flows. After you know it, you got to know it, and it's got to be accurate and everything controlled, and your eighth note's all even, and it's all there. Then you can gradually speed it up to where you want it. Now, on top of all that, they've added pedal. I got problems with that because the pedal, I think this is a clean piece. Basically, it's a little dry. I mean, pedal would add the overtones, would warm it up some. But the idea is they're only adding pedal in this one little spot there, or that little area on page 133 where you have the eighth notes. And in my mind, that'll mush them up. What? Is that really what you want? And I like to have those clean. And I'm feeling the natural accent when I do it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And the pedal would mess that up. I disagree with using pedal in this piece, I really do. I think it would be better without, especially on the eighth notes. If I were going to use it, it'd be over here on the beginning, where I'd use it on the sustained notes, where here. But then you lose the staccatos in the right hand. If you want to use pedal, you go right ahead. I'm going to leave it out. I disagree with putting it in here. So you have to be your own judge on that. I'd like to play it with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do dynamics, just notes and rhythms. But I will do the repeat. And if you notice at the bottom of page 133, there's a DC al fine there. So after you've repeated it, you go back to the beginning. DC means go to the beginning. And that means your hand has to come back down here. Because when you go DC, that's where you got to be. So when you come, just lift up and move, because you're going to slow down. You just slow it down there a little bit. And then go to fine, and the fine is at the top of the page. You see it there at the end. The first quarter notes with a fermata, that's the fine. They should, in my opinion, have a thin and thick bar line there. They don't, but okay, but you go to there. And we'll do that too. So I'll give us 3 counts, and let's do this slowly together. 1, ready, go. 2, 3. 2. Hold, hold, hold. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. hold,